Good morning everyone, welcome back to Hearthstone. My name is Rooster and today we're playing Reno Mage, and specifically a type of Reno Mage that we haven't seen in a while, which is a Grinder type mage, also known as Concede Mage, because it never actually wins a game by killing its opponent. It just wins by the opponent conceding because he or she has no possible conceivable way of winning the game anymore. So the game usually ends with either you losing, of course, or with you having 8 cards in hand and your opponent having basically nothing. And at that point, your opponent doesn't really have a chance anymore. So the deck is pretty interesting and mostly focused on value without digging too deep into your deck.
For Doomhammer.
The deck has lost one important card with the rotation of Naxxramas in duplicate, which is a shame, of course. But there's still a lot of value to be had in this deck, and I'm playing a little bit of a faster version of it, which includes Flamewaker, just because I like the card a lot. Mulliganing for early game cards, of course. And yeah.
The light protects me.
So you might see some curious cards like Mirror Image or indeed Flamewaker in this deck. And that's entirely on purpose. Are we coining? Well, I could coin a Doomsayer, and I'm not the biggest fan. Might consider it. Okay, I briefly considered it and decided not to. Mirror Image is not awful, but I might want to save it for a future turn. So might just pass here. It's a bit slow on the board control, that I'll admit. And what is happening here? Okay. So we can probably ping that one down, or do we want to risk a Doomsayer here? What could happen in... He has 4 damage on the field, so he needs an additional 3, so that takes a Rockbiter to kill the Doomsayer. Or a Flametongue. Flametongue would also work. I think I'll take it a little slow here, and then we'll do the Doomsayer with Mirror Image next turn, probably. Let's see if we can make that work. Not using the coin is also a big advantage. Don't mind using the Forgotten Touch to kill the Flametongue here. Or we could still do the Doomsayer plan, which probably will still work. I kind of like that idea, actually.
The end is coming!
I don't think he's able to get through here, especially with the 3 additional damage needed to the 4 additional damage needed to kill the Doomsayer. Yeah, and even with the Mirror Image, I don't expect to take too much damage from this. So unless he has a Hex available, this will certainly require a lot of resources, which is a good thing. Oh boy, he's going all face. Oh, he's okay. That's a lot of resources expended if he kills the Doomsayer with this. I'm entirely okay with with this situation here. Oh, we could coin the Kodo. I kind of like that. This is a 3/3 without the buff, right? Alternatively, we could... Yeah, we don't have any spell power right now, so I could Forgotten Torch the thing and then float some mana, and then Kodo next turn. I don't hate that either. I'm taking an additional 3 from this. Wait, Kodo doesn't work anymore when we... I actually kind of like killing this over the Flametongue, because we can kill the Flametongue next turn with the Kodo, because, well, he's really likely to... Oh, he could Hero Power, I guess. He could have Hero Powered there, but he doesn't, and that's good for us. So yeah, Kodo's a pretty good card right now. It's actually seen in a lot of decks, surprisingly, and especially with the resurgence of Shaman, I think it's a really good card. Okay, so we do need to be a little careful right now. Might want to actually ping down the Squire. Might be a little greedy. We have to be careful not to die this turn. That's the most important thing. So we could frost. I like the Earthen Ring and ping this turn. So what would be the best way to do that? We could hit the golem and then. How much damage do we take from a Flame Tongue? Is he overloaded for next turn? I don't think so. He played a Totem Golem.
What to do?
Which, oh, he's overloaded for 1. So he has 6 mana, so Doom Hammer Rockbiter doesn't yet kill us. I think I like that. And I kinda want to heal this one up here, because that's going to be valuable for us. Yeah, if we don't die to Doomhammer Rockbiter, I think we're okay. I don't think he can deal more than... I don't think he can deal 13 damage with what he currently has in hand. Oh, that's an awkward card though. Is he lightning bolting the 3/3? He is. Okay, okay. And taking 1 to face, that's probably fine. We may have to Frost Nova at some point. Let me think. That's going to be really good against the Doomhammer. Can we afford to... Well, we can Frost Nova this turn, and he can certainly not kill us. But what else do we do? We can Acolyte and Frost Nova, how's that? Probably okay. And then we can Arcane... Do we want to Arcane Blast? I kinda don't want to. It's going to be so greedy though. We may also get a Fireball. That's not going to work. No, let's just do the Frost Nova right now. And get the Acolyte out. And we could kill a Totem here. Or just knock the Divine Shield off. I think that's more valuable. Allows us to kill this next turn, I think. Sure. Also protects us from Bloodlust, which is kind of relevant, I guess. Don't quite know how to get rid of the Faceless yet. That's kind of a problem. Okay, there's a Rockbiter, so he kills the Acolyte. Don't have to be scared of a lot of bursts. Oh, that's a good top deck. If he has Bloodlust, I'm dead though. If I Fireball and then kill that thing, can I survive a Bloodlust? That's I'm not quite sure what to expect. I am not quite sure. I don't quite sure. That's a great phrase. Let's see. If I Fireball and ping this and kill one of the others, and then I Arcane Blast something else, then I'm even going to survive a Bloodlust, right? Okay, so I think that's going to be the play. Kind of want to save the Arcane Blast for the Antonidas, though. I could also Azure Drake Arcane Blast, and then ram the Kodo in. I don't like that, no. Don't like it enough. Okay, so we're doing it this way, and then killing something, and then killing something else. This is going to be 9-10 damage. That's still fine. I don't have to do anything else. He's going to need a Doomhammer. He's going to need a Doomhammer Rockbiter. That doesn't kill us either way, so that's good. And last card. I don't think this is a Bloodlust deck. No, that's fine. Okay, so he's got all of the totems, that's fine. We still have the Azure Drake plus Arcane Blast. We have the Blizzard right here. So we're absolutely fine here. No need to do anything except just Blizzard, and that's basically game over. Just to avoid any eventualities. Any unfortunate incidents. Can we deal with another Faceless? That's something Well, we can always Reno, and that's basically... that will always be game, I think. Could also... I kinda like drawing 2 cards here and then Arcane Blasting that thing. Let's just see what we draw first.
What secrets will uncover?
That's a good card, but I don't really need it right now. Ooh. So Arcane Blast this. There we go. And I don't think our opponent has a chance anymore. As soon as we get this ice block out, basically. He just doesn't know it yet. Probably likely to take... Oh, is he? He's starting to ping face. Okay, that means the Reno is basically game over. The ice block is 2, but we don't have to let him know yet. How about we start getting some fireballs here? I don't even have to coin here. I guess I could for another fireball. It's probably greedy not to take it. No, coin might be more valuable to me than the fireball, actually. That's pretty crazy.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
Okay, he's going all in. I think it's time to drive the nail in. Or do we have? We have 6. We have 11.
You win this one.
Yeah. All right.
Well played.
This is how this deck wins. That feels pretty good, I'll admit. It's a blast to play. It's a really skill-intensive deck, though. So I won't claim I'm very good at it, but it's amusing and it has a surprising chance against aggro decks, and also can really grind out those control-y decks. I suppose a warrior with Elise might be a problem. Not quite sure.
Jaina versus.
And hunters could be awkward. Hunters can definitely be awkward. So we're hoping for a good Doomsayer here. I do like this curve. That's actually pretty good. We don't have. We may have actually wanted to mulligan for some interaction, but the Doomsayer should be pretty good, I think.
Hello.
Let's see if we can make that work.
Greetings, traveler.
Well, certainly not on an empty board, but although that's an extremely valid rule. That allows us to tempo out a secret. Or we could go for Ice Barrier for some additional safety. These are all good cards. I kinda like the ability to tempo out the Ice Block, and it's a good play for next turn regardless of what happens, I think. Sure, I'll take this. I think that's more valuable than healing for 3. Although I might want to coin out... Oh, it's unfortunate to lose a joust there. That is actually really awkward. But yeah, I think I'll just ping that. What's coming out next turn for the hunter? On 3, it's an animal companion. We may be unable to actually. He could kill command this. If he kill commands this, then I'm actually happy. Let's try it this way. This is still not a bad turn to Doomsayer, I think. And that allows us to drop the water elemental on an empty board if this succeeds. And if not, then we can still ping and Frostbolt his next play. No, he doesn't have a next play if he kill commands that. What does he drop? Okay, he has a bow. Is he going face with that? He does not. That's fine with me. That means we can now drop the water elemental, and that's going to be pretty good against the full bow. Oh, definitely shots that. Yeah, that I'm fine with. And getting more cards is more important than healing up here, I think. Can still do that next turn. Does he still have the coin? I think he still has Yes, I think so. So that would mean he can coin Emperor right now. That's pretty much the expected play. Should we have anticipated that? That wouldn't have changed our last. We can still trade this Drake in, and that's probably fine. He's got a lot of cheap cards in hand though, so that's going to be a problem. We could polymorph it. No, that's ridiculous. We have to save that for high mains. Okay, so in that case, I think we heal and we trade in the Drake.
What to do?
That's probably okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. The other benefit of playing this deck is actually that your opponent probably has no idea what he's up against. That's a few secrets. Oh, we could be up against Spell Hunter. Okay, in that case, I'm not surprised I lost the Joust, and we should be expecting something like Yogg'Saron sooner rather than later. Definitely want to get the Ice Block up at some point in that case. Oh, he might actually run Flare, and so we maybe should be careful with the secrets. We can take it slowly then. So that's not awful. Let's see if we can lure out a Snipe or just draw an extra card. I don't hate that. That's a good one to get. Counters Call of the Wild. Kind of, at least. Not entirely. Yeah, I do think we're up against Spell Hunter, because I've seen a lot of interesting cards here. Quick Shot stats, that's fine. That means he's not drawing a card with it. And I am drawing a card with this. He couldn't have milled me here, no. Okay, that's good. Definitely want to ping that, and then just heal up, I guess. We don't want to play any secrets for fear of... Well, do we really not want to play any... Well, we don't want to get our Ice Block flared. That would really suck. So what do we play? I guess we just... I am kind of scared of it, and at the same time, it's not really preventable. Because you can always stop deck it. We can't live in fear here. Actually, have we attacked yet? No, we have not. This always happens. This always happens, I think.
Runs out on me.
And do we just Forgotten Torch face, or do we tempo out? I think we tempo out the secret. At least if we do it now, then we know. And getting the Farseer bounce to hand is not terrible. If he attacks in here, then I'm perfectly fine with it. That's also kind of the reason why we're... Okay, he's attacking the Farseer. That must mean there's a freezing trap in there. Oh, he's considering it at least. Okay, interesting. Let's attack minions. Actually, I don't want to trigger a snake trap if there is a snake trap in there. Let's attack face first. Because I'm pretty sure there's a... Okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. Interesting, though. There is a bear trap, okay. Okay, at least we can torch the bear. Oh, actually we could have... Well, we probably should have, yes. Torch that. Yeah, this is okay. There might have been some mistakes there. There might have been some mistakes in there. But that's okay. Ragnaros will be tough to deal with for him. So I think I'm okay with that. We can heal with Alexstrasza after the block pops. Oh well, he doesn't have to pop the block actually. Kind of awkward. We may want to discover, but I think a Ragnaros is actually quite good here. And if he has a snipe, then that's fine with me. Do I want to attack into another explosive trap? I don't think so. Most traps are actually... It would be a pretty clear explosive trap. And I would rather have the ability to trade into his minions. Alright, that's the Yogg. Oh, that's horrible. That is horrible. At least that's good. Okay, silence who? Silence Rag. Ooh, silence the Rag. Double its health. Rockbiter self. Rockbiter Yogg. Okay. Oh, thank you. Oh, the taunt is actually a little awkward. But we could attack with... Well, we probably can't attack with Rag. That's going to be a freezing trap, isn't it? If that's a redemption, that's ridiculous. Do we want to risk attacking with Rag here? I don't think so. Well, it could win us the game, so maybe we should, you know? Maybe we should. I really don't want to flame strike this board though. Well, we should try attacking in that case. I don't like that either. This is awkward. I guess I'll attack first. We can wait one turn. Okay, that's a noble sacrifice. And let's see whether the Hunter Trap triggers here. Does not. Okay, so it's not freezing. That means it's either bear or explosive. That's good to know. Now we're doing this, and we're discovering, I think. We could freeze his face, I don't like that. Iceland's pretty good. Then we can just burst him out next turn. I don't hate that. That means we have 7, we have over 12 damage. Please don't flare. I would really hate for that to happen. He Pistol T'd a quick shot. Oh, that's amazing. Don't flare into it. Okay, that's good. That's good. Then we can certainly kill him next turn, unless he heals with 2 mana.
Well played.
Good. That is not the card I'm looking for.
Well played.
Alright, that was interesting. That was certainly interesting. Alright, let's go for another few games. I really have to grab the Yogg at some point soon. As soon as I get the dust for it. That's the next legendary on the list. So that should provide for some exciting games. But sometimes Yogg just really screws you over, just like that. Well, it did almost draw him into lethal, so that's something. And that did strike me as the kind of deck that would run Flare in it. So that's actually really scary. Okay, up against Shaman again. The Doomsayer should be at least valuable. It will save us at least some health, and that's usually good enough.
Hello.
Or like last time, it costs our opponent a Lava Burst and a Rockbiter, I think. That was actually pretty amazing. I don't think we want to drop it right now. So just thinking this is going to be fine. And then let's see what our opponent plays. Could have considered being face, but that assumes the Rockbiters, the Doomsayers going through, and that's not something you can rely on. Oh, we could combine it with a Frost Nova, but that's actually quite awful. Quite optimistic, most of all. And it could still be a Hex deck, although that's still not awful. And at least we've frozen the board and we can Flame Strike soon after. Let's pretend we're a Freeze Mage here. This is going to mean a lot of damage, though. That's the unfortunate thing. And we don't have a Reno. This is probably the wrong call. We should have pinged the Trog and then... Don't like it. Let's see if this draws any aggro. It might. And if it doesn't, that's still good for us, I think. Oh, well, not if we plan on Doomsayer Frostnovaing next turn. Okay, he's killing that. Oh, that's so much damage, though. Okay, trades in... Oh, double light... Wow! That is ridiculous. Okay, well, at least those lightning bolts didn't go face, because that... Did he just miss lethal? No, he didn't, but... We're in trouble here. We're in trouble. Yeah, so we have to do this. And then we might still die.
The end is coming!
He could have just set us to 1. Why didn't he? Why did he not set us to 1 there? Is he that afraid of the Violent Teacher? Okay, well that's good for us. Don't have much... Well, if he couldn't kill us last turn, then he might not be able to do it this turn. Let's see if this gives us any outs. We can Alexstrasza in 2 turns. He's only going to need a Doom Hammer or... It's not looking pretty. But at least next turn we can heal and Flame Lance, so that's something. Heal and Flame Lance or Fireball Ping and Heal? That's less flexible. Well, the Fireball is more flexible, but it spends the mana a little bit better. Let's think about that. This always happens. This always happens? Does it? Yes, it does. I can't afford to take that risk, I think. And then this is the least flexible card, I guess. Okay, he only has 4 mana here, so that's good. I don't think he can kill us. And he might start going face. Oh, that's brave. Okay, so we are up against the Midrange Shaman then, with a really aggressive start. Are we afraid of death? Let's just face it here. Let's discover an ice bomb. That would be great. Well, what do you know? Sure, that makes a lot of sense. Yes. Yes, that's great. Okay. Well, all of a sudden we're looking pretty good. Because, wow, okay. Thank you. Thank you. He could have at least tested the secret, right? Well, perhaps he wasn't able to kill the Conjurer. That could be a thing. Okay, well, I did not expect to win that game after that ridiculous start. I'm not even sure he knows what's going on there, but sure. He just didn't want to play that game anymore. Okay, another Hunter. Yeah, sure. I'll take a Hunter. Early interaction is good. Ice Block is good. Perhaps not so much against Hunter, but it's a really important card. I don't think I can afford to mulligan upon. Especially since we're not running Scientist, because Scientist is not legal in Standard anymore.
Hello?
I don't think we can afford to dump the Ice Block. That's just way too optimistic. Alright, exciting start. There we go. And let's see what kind of Hunter we are up against. Is that worth Frostbolting, or can we just ping it over 2 turns? I don't hate that either. We can still Frostbolt next turn. That's fine. I'll take 3 from that. It's kind of an obligation to ping it next turn though, so that's a little awkward. That's an infested wolf. I think I'm okay with frostbolting that. Oh, that could be exciting. So we can frostbolt it next turn. That doesn't seem too appealing now. Taking another 3. No, I think this always happens, and I think this also always happens. And then we can probably make the Flameraker work at some point. We'll see when, but... there's going to be a Houndmaster, and I'm not going to like it. Yeah, if that were a 5 health creature right now, that would have been a problem. No good place here, that's actually kind of annoying. Let me think. Do we just develop the Ice Block? And then Frost Nova next turn. Yeah, sure. We can at least prevent 1 damage from the spider here. And then we're taking 7, that's a bit much. That's a bit more than I'm comfortable with. That's awkward. Yeah, worth Frost Novaing still. And we can develop the Flamewaker, which is actually decent. Decent-ish. I kinda like it. Sure. It's good enough. The pings this turn aren't going to matter, but he's kind of incentivized to kill that off. Oh, that's going to be awkward. Can I don't think I can afford to not Flame Strike here. So let's just hope this turns out for the best. If he gets to hit us with that, then that's really awkward. Oh, that's good. And then we can kill this. And we're in kind of an okay spot. Unless he drops a Call of the Wild next turn, and I'm going to cry. But... ooh. There's some real pressure here. I'm not sure we can keep up with this. Unless we get a Reno sooner rather than later. Do we have to kill the spiders? We kind of have to, I guess. And we kind of want to heal after the Reno, after he hits us to... well, if we can prevent the block, that's probably even better, right? Let's see, he has 9, so if we heal for just a bit here, then we might be okay. Let's discover first. Not exactly what I was hoping for. I guess we'll take the Cobra. And heal and kill a spider. Cobra might actually work against some of the bigger beasts. It's kind of a threat on the board, so that could work out. Oh. Yeah, I could have saved the Flame Strike, I guess. Does that still pop? Ah, that still pops. That's ugly. I think we lost this one. It's just so much pressure. Yeah. There's no way we're surviving this. Right.
Well played. You win.
That's a real curve. That's a real curve. Probably took it a little too slow at the start. If I had frostbolted, then the double infested wolf would be really awkward still. I'm thinking of what would have happened if I frostbolted the huge toad. Then I couldn't have frostbolted the infested wolf. So it would have still been... well, we would have had some extra spiders after the Flame Strike. I'm not sure it's that relevant.
I must protect the wild.
I think we were pretty screwed from the start. If Midrange Hunter gets a decent curve going, it's really tough to beat for this deck. Some early interaction. I think we do want... well, we're up against a Druid. Do we even want a Farseer in that case? Water Elemental might be too slow, probably. We want some interaction, and these cards offer none of that. I'm not sure this is better, but at least we have a Frostbolt, and that's good. I like Frostbolt as a card. I like Doomsayer as a card too. So Frostnova Doomsayer could be pretty good. I'm not sure whether Druid decks would still run some form of silence. Most often not. That's an awkward card for us to deal with, but we can do that. Ooh, hello there. Let's ping this. Yeah, it's going to be turn 2. I don't expect too much interaction from him, and then we can Doomsayer next turn if we really want to.
You, my master.
With that on the field, I don't think Doomsayer is going to do enough. So we might want to save it for the combination with the Frost Nova on turn 5. That means if I Frostbolt now, then next turn I have absolutely nothing to do. Let's draw some cards and lose some health. How is that? I'll pay 3 more life to actually have something to do next turn. Okay, coins out that one. Now we can Frostbolt. We can Frostbolt that one and then ping off the shield. Or ping off the shield and just Frostbolt that one. Or we don't ping off the shield and we just mirror entity and Acolyte. How's that? He kills the Acolyte still. But that prevents a lot of damage, and we do have the Frost Nova Doomsayer next turn, so I actually don't hate it. We do have to be a little careful with our health total, I think. It could be more. Yeah, we definitely want to mirror image here. We're just taking too much damage, and if we have to Reno early, I don't like where the game's going. I'm not sure we can recoup from an early Reno. Okay, this is proving to be a pretty good Frost Nova Doomsayer, so let's hope he doesn't have knowledge. That's the main thing here. And we have a decent follow-up, I guess, with the Conjurer. Conjurer is not awful. Getting Polymorph is pretty good. And as long as he's unable to deal with this, he could Wrath and Swipe, I guess. Nope, he has nothing. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Wrath and Swipe would be really, really bad for us. Oh, I guess he couldn't. He couldn't do that, he only had 5 mana. That's really good. That is really, really good. Okay, let's Conjurer. And let's take some big removal. That is not big removal. Frostbolt Ice Lance is big removal in a combination, or we can take the Spellbender. Is that good? Yeah, that might be good. I think I prefer the Spellbender over the Ice Lance. Cthulhu Druid still runs plenty of spells, like Wrath and Swipe. So that's... Yeah, Spellbender wouldn't have done anything there. But him having a lot of cards, well, he doesn't have a lot of tempo, and that's good for us. Frostbolt is still small removal right now, so that's good. Frostbolt and Water Elemental, or do I Discover? I kind of like the Discover here. And then I can still Frostbolt Spellbender if I get nothing useful. Polymorph Boar might be good. That's a useful card to have, I think. I could pick this for the second Cthulhu. I don't like that too much. Polymorph Boar is going to be pretty good, I think. And let's develop the Spellbender. Ethereal Conjurer here is also kind of big removal. Especially with the Spellbender, actually. Because it's going to soak up the next removal spell he plays on that. Oh, I should have picked the Blood Knight. I should have picked the Blood Knight. That's not going to work. Do we have removal for this guy, though? We kinda don't. Oh, no, we do. That's good. I like some top decks every once in a while. Every once in a while you can top deck something useful. That's okay. How screwed are we if he drops Cthulhu? Actually not at all, as long as we don't instantly die to it. So it's 19 right now. That means we don't die yet. And then we can Reno and Polymorph, and that's going to be pretty good. Charges into the 6-2. Okay, okay, he's respecting the burst. I don't blame him. I don't blame him here. Let's think. We're pretty much always dropping Harrison Jones here, I think. We have to save Reno for after the Cthulhu. He's never going to get a weapon. Ping that one just to incentivize the trade, and I think that's okay. Let's also keep in mind that Polymorph Boar allows for some burst. Because you can attack with a minion and then turn it into a boar and then attack again. So that's like 4 extra burst, so we have 10 in hand. So that means if he doesn't deal with any of these minions, he's dead, and also if he... Okay, that works. That works. We kinda have to develop some board here, though. Well... The Frost... No, actually Cthulhu is way too big right now. But we can't really Reno, can we? I'm a little worried. We have 22 health, and his Cthulhu is 21. So it wouldn't kill us. I think we just have to develop the Reno here. Otherwise we're not really doing anything. And I think that's preferable to patching up afterwards. Just putting on some pressure, but because that's also going to provide lethal next turn, I think, unless he deals with this. Yeah, I think I prefer that. There's not much risk that I die to Cthulhu, but then he's not guaranteed to have it, first of all. And second of all, I might have had lethal if this wasn't a taunt minion.
I have no time for games.
And I still do it, by the way. That's a decent board, mind you. It is a decent board. We can double polymorph this, though. We can fireball, polymorph, and ping. I like that. Is this still lethal? This is not lethal next turn, because we have 7, we have 12. So if we top deck some damage, then we do have lethal. Ooh. That's going to clear the board. I do have the Polymorph Boar. It's a little awkward right now, but we do have the Ice Block, so that's okay. How about we Antonidas and Polymorph Boar? That's interesting. Could he kill us next turn if we do that? He has 4 damage on the field. I don't think it's very likely.
What to do?
If he doesn't kill the Antonidas, then we basically win. We could also... Let me think. I think that's the best play. We could Polymorph Boar and Blizzard, but that's going to be really slow. I think we're doing it this way. He has a 4 attack minion, so there is a chance he kills the Antonidas, but that will likely involve killing off the boar. And then we're still in pretty good shape afterwards. And if he doesn't, then he's unlikely to kill us, and the Blizzard will take care of the boar. So that's decent. We can Ice Block to prevent lethal from him in the coming few turns, or we can just... Oh, okay. I was going to say, or we just kill him next turn, but that's going to be lethal. Wait, no. Yes, lethal. Okay, good.
I concede.
I almost got to kill someone, guys. Did you see that? I almost got to kill someone. I'll admit there was a little bit of luck involved in that. But if he didn't have the Cthulhu, that game was basically over. And if he did have it, I suppose maybe there was something to be said for not playing the Reno there. That's a definite consideration. But still a pretty decent score, I'd say, for a deck that I don't consider myself to be particularly great at. So thank you very much for watching this episode. If you have any suggestions on what deck to play next, please leave a comment below. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.